think 4 sleeps, I think is what we like to say now, right? 4 nights, 4 days away from finally getting to tip it up and kind of see what this new season, has in store for us. But excited about where we are, excited to where the program is, obviously coming off of a fantastic year a year ago. And so sometimes that target just keeps getting bigger, but that's where we want to get to is keep elevating our program to a level that we haven't achieved yet. And so that's still the goal. Obviously, we have some veteran kids and some newcomers, which you typically have year in and year out. And, blank canvas. So we'll get this thing started here on Monday against UTSA.
I had a couple closed doors secret scrimmages. What did you like seeing those?
Yeah, we had the secret scrimmages that went well. It's just finally nice to play against somebody else. That's the best part is you're not going against the same kids every day that you play against and practice against. So I thought we looked like ourselves. Our identity was there on the defensive end. I thought we were getting after people. We competed, turned them over, led to some easy offense. Offensively, it'll take a little time to get the flow and rhythm that we want. And we want to be a ball movement, extra pass, give up good ones to get great shots, type team. And there's times it looks good, and there's times you can tell we're still young and going to be a little inexperienced here early. But I think we're setting the stages, right? I mean, you're just putting the stuff in, and the kids are buying into the philosophy that hopefully will, pay off sometime down the road.
Nathan?
Coach, how do you feel about as far as replacing like last year's seniors and people that are no longer with the team, fill no shoes?
Yeah, well, no, we're going to replace quite a bit. At the end of the year, essentially we would be replacing 4 starters. Now, Avery Brittingham was a starter until she got hurt, so you could say we're replacing 3 starters. With some kids that have been in the program now for a year that are back, will be pretty important to us. And so, like Angel Scott will be a really important player. She was a freshman a year ago. Tyler McClimate-Call played quite a bit last year. Destiny Lombard got to play quite a bit. So we need those kids to take some steps, to go with Ayanna and Avery Brittingham. And then we have Kirsten Harden, who's from Lovekin down the road, coming back home, who will be a dominant post player. So we feel good there. And then we got some freshman guards. Zoe Nelson returns as well a year ago in the post, but then 3 freshman guards that are going to be really good that I think our fans will enjoy watching play.
Yeah. And then I got UTSA on Monday. So, yeah, just like how are you approaching it? Like, I mean, obviously it's the opener, like kind of, get a feel for what you got. So, so how do you approach this opening game? And, like, what do you know about UTSA?
Yeah, well, we played them a year ago in the home opener at their place. So their home opener, I guess, season opener a year ago. They have quite a few kids gone, so they've got a lot of new kids. They got Southern Cal, USC's best player, from a year ago that transferred there, and another Southern Cal transfer who's from San Antonio that came home. So they're going to look a little different. We're going to look a little different than we were a year ago. They had a new coach last year, so Karen Aston is their coach. She was the University of Texas coach prior to this. So they've got some experience there, leading them. But a year ago we got them, pretty good. A year ago at their place, but it will be a little different, I'm sure, here this year. But we put way more emphasis on us because you just don't know. I don't know who they're going to start. We can kind of guess and try to figure it out. They brought in 3 freshman point guards, so who knows, what that's going to look like. So you really put more emphasis on yourself than you do the opponent, especially with the very first game because you have no film, nothing to go off of.
Right, exactly. So doing well health wise and everything going into the year.
Yeah, it's kind of. We lost Zaya Nugent early, and in the summer, so she was the WAC tournament MVP a year ago, so she won't play this year. And then we've just had stuff here and there, but hopefully we'll be healthy, fully healthy on Monday. We'll see.
Gotcha. Good deal. So that's all I got for you, Coach.
Okay.
All right. Nathan kind of beat me to it, but I guess I'll just say some of the goals you've set forth for this coming season.
Yeah, well, the same. The easy one. You want to win the WAC, and you want to get to the NCAA tournament, and then we want to advance in the NCAA tournament, and then I think I just always want to be a little careful setting those, right? And then what if you don't achieve one, but you still have a really good year? I want to be a little careful of that. I think for me, it's just finding our identity here in the non-conference, right? So every coach will tell you, hey, the non-conference is to set you up for your conference play, and I think there's truth to that. I just think every time we take the floor, we're going to learn a lot about ourselves, and we need the game experience. This group needs the game experience. We need film. We need to show them why it works, why it doesn't work. We can kind of try to tell them in practice and show them a little bit. But even through these secret scrimmages, it's been nice to come back and be able to break it down and show them specifically what does and does not work. And then you want to see these kids in the moment, like who are the gamers, so to speak, that will show up when the lights turn on, right? And who wants those big moments. And we talk about a starting five, and then who's going to play those other minutes, who's going to end quarters, and then who's going to end the game. And that may change based on foul trouble and things like that, because we've been fouling way too much in these secret scrimmages. So we got to learn how to play without fouling. So we just need experience. We need to learn. We need to play so we can grow.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.